Hello team, welcome back to my second race review of the season for the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. First thing I want to bring up, I got a bit of hate in the comments on my last video for my microphone quality and this tag banging against the mic. However, I've got a new microphone now, so that problem should be resolved. Now, back to the race. It was an okay race, and we got a very close championship, so there's a lot to be excited about. Let's get into what happened over the weekend. After qualifying, I did my race predictions over on TikTok. I was expecting Verstappen to maybe get his way up to third, and I had Perez in second, and I had Alonso winning. I may have been a bit biased, but that's what I thought might happen. For the rest of the race, when you look at Leclerc also starting with Max quite near the back, I thought he'd maybe make it up to fifth. I was expecting, other than Alonso, it to be a comfortable Red Bull weekend, and I thought Ferrari would be quite good, and I thought everyone else would kind of slot into roughly where they were in Bahrain. But then, in the race, Lance Stroll has a breakdown. We get a safety car. The safety car did help Verstappen, but I will say I think he would have ended up in P2 regardless of that safety car. It just got him there a bit quicker. Perez had a very good race to hold off Verstappen. You look at Ferrari, again, like I was saying in my predictions, I thought they were going to do a lot better. It was very surprising how Ferrari on the hard tyre really just seemed to stick at the back of that front pack of cars, and if anything it looked like Alpine were going to start catching them by the end. The Ferrari really did not look good on those hard tyres. But after they crossed the finish line, it wasn't over, because Alonso got this penalty. I was like, well, what confused me, Mercedes were expecting him to get a 5-second penalty, but it's for the same thing that Ocon had done in Bahrain, and he got a 10-second penalty for that. So during the race, when they were thinking that, I thought it must be for something different. It can't be for incorrectly serving the penalty. I was thinking maybe Mercedes thought there was something up with serving it under the safety car, but it did end up being this 10-second penalty. Alonso got penalised, taken off the podium. George Russell gets the trophy, and then Aston Martin go to the FIA, they have it all printed out, and the penalty gets taken away. Alonso gets his podium back, podium number 100. Huge congratulations to him. And while I'm at it, huge congratulations to Checo for a win at a new circuit for him. Next up, let's take a look at my driver ratings. I don't think there's anything too surprising. Sergio Perez had a phenomenal race. He did everything he needed to do to win. He's done exactly what I said he needed to do last week, of when Verstappen has some of these issues, he gets himself to the front of the grid. The two Ferrari boys down, getting a D. They did not have a good weekend. How much of that's down to them, how much of it's down to the car, I don't know. But both of them will be very disappointed with the weekend overall. Some of them, Albon, Stroll, hard to really give a rating, so I'm just giving them a C. But let me know if there's any of these ratings that you massively disagree with and think these drivers should be somewhere else, and we can debate it in the comments. And finally, before we wrap it up, I want to give a quick shout out to Formula 2. Teo Pourchaire had an absolutely awful weekend. He's someone who's supposed to be winning that championship. In the sprint race, he goes to the most outrageous move I've seen in a long time. Absolutely wipes out Ollie Behrman. And then in the feature race, he seems to have lost all of his confidence. He had a great start to the season, but he really seems to be struggling now. He seems to have lost all of that confidence from being 7.5 tenths up on pole in the first race to this. After 4 races we've had in Formula 2 now, he's 1 point away from the championship, and it's as a championship that he is expected to be walking away with. So it's going to be a tough season for him. But I'm supporting Dennis Hauger in Formula 2. He had an okay weekend. I think he picked up points in the sprint where there was a lot of DNFs in that sprint, so he managed to pick up, I think, 1, maybe 2 points, finishing 7th or 8th. And then in the feature, he made it up from 15th to about 5th or 6th in the end. So good points to him there. And hoping for better in the coming weekends. So let me know who you're supporting in Formula 2. Because it's a brilliant series to watch, but I need more reason to be watching it at the moment. There doesn't seem to be anyone in there who's really Formula 1 quality right now, if you know what I mean. Okay team, that is all for my Jeddah race review. I'll see you all in Australia. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like, comment, follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok, and most importantly, have a great day. Good night.